The Pantheon is one of the most iconic and well-preserved monuments of ancient Rome, standing as a testament to the architectural and engineering prowess of the Roman Empire. Originally constructed as a temple dedicated to all the gods, it has endured through centuries of transformation, from a Roman religious structure to a Christian church, and today remains a significant cultural and historical site. In this detailed account, we will explore the Pantheon's construction, historical background, its transformations over the ages, and its current status in the modern world. The Pantheon was first built during the reign of Augustus, around 27 to 25 BCE, under the commission of Marcus Agrippa, Augustus' friend and general. The inscription on the Pantheon's facade reads, Magrippulf cos tertivem fecit, meaning Marcus Agrippa, son of Lucius, built this during his third consulate. This inscription has led to some confusion, as the present structure is not the original building constructed by Agrippa, but a later reconstruction. The original building by Agrippa was destroyed in a fire in 80 CE, and it was during the reign of Hadrian, 117 to 138 CE, that the Pantheon, as we know it today, was completed. The exact date of completion is debated, but it is widely accepted to have been completed around 126 CE. Hadrian, known for his architectural patronage, kept the original dedication to Agrippa out of respect, but the new Pantheon was radically different from the original. The structure's design is revolutionary in terms of architecture. It features a vast, unreinforced concrete dome, which remains the largest of its kind in the world even today. The oculus at the dome's apex serves as the main source of natural light, symbolizing the connection between the heavens and the earth. The dome itself, spanning 43.3 meters, 142 feet, in diameter, is a marvel of engineering. It was constructed using a series of concrete layers, each of which was mixed with increasingly lighter materials as the dome rose higher, ensuring both stability and reduced weight. Beneath the dome lies the rotunda, a cylindrical space measuring the same width and height as the dome's diameter, forming a perfect sphere in the heart of the Pantheon's design. This symmetry was meant to reflect the perfection of the heavens and the gods. The entrance portico, with its towering Corinthian columns made of Egyptian granite, is also an architectural masterpiece that adds to the grandeur of the building. The Pantheon's original function is still a subject of debate among historians. The term Pantheon translates to all gods in Greek, suggesting that it may have been dedicated to the worship of all the deities in the Roman Pantheon. However, unlike other Roman temples, there is no evidence that the Pantheon had a central cult statue or an altar, which has led to theories that it may have served more as an imperial symbol of the power of Rome rather than a traditional temple. One compelling theory is that the Pantheon was used for imperial ceremonies. Given the building's immense size and symbolic architecture, it may have been a space where the emperor was celebrated as a divine figure or where official state functions took place. Its connection to the Roman gods, the heavens, and the emperor's divine status would have made it an ideal location for such events. The Pantheon's design also reflects Roman cosmology. The large dome, with its oculus open to the sky, symbolizes the heavens, and the rays of light that pour into the rotunda were likely intended to evoke divine presence. The structure is both a religious and astronomical symbol, reinforcing the relationship between the gods, the emperor, and the cosmos. Following the fall of the Western Roman Empire in the 5th century CE, the Pantheon, like many Roman buildings, fell into disuse and neglect. However, it was spared the fate of many other pagan temples and structures, thanks to a significant event in the early 7th century. In 609 CE, Byzantine Emperor Phocas gifted the Pantheon to Pope Boniface IV, who consecrated it as a Christian church, dedicated to Saint Mary and the martyrs. This act of conversion, which transformed the Pantheon from a pagan temple into a church, ensured its preservation through the centuries when many other classical monuments were destroyed or repurposed for materials. The Pantheon's transformation into a church marked the beginning of its long association with Christianity. During the medieval period, it continued to function as a place of worship, and its structure was maintained, although some modifications were made. Its religious function shielded it from the widespread looting and spoliation that affected many Roman structures. During the Renaissance, the Pantheon attracted renewed interest from architects and artists who admired its classical proportions and engineering. It became a source of inspiration for many Renaissance architects, including Brunelleschi, who studied the Pantheon's dome before designing the dome of Florence Cathedral. The Pantheon's harmonious proportions and sense of grandeur embodied the Renaissance ideals of symmetry, balance, and the revival of classical antiquity. The Pantheon also became the burial place for several important figures during this period. Most notably, the painter Raphael was interred here in 1520. His tomb bears the inscription, "Here lies Raphael, whom nature feared would outdo her while he lived, and who, while dying, feared she herself would die." During the Baroque period, the Pantheon saw further modifications. In the 17th century, Pope Urban VIII commissioned the removal of bronze from the portico to be melted down for the construction of Bernini's baldachin in St. Peter's Basilica. This act of spoliation was widely criticized, and it led to the famous quip, "What the barbarians did not do, the Barberini did," referring to the Pope's family name, Barberini. Despite these changes, the Pantheon retained its essential structure and continued to inspire architects and artists throughout the Baroque period. The building's vast interior space, illuminated by the light streaming through the oculus, was particularly admired for its dramatic and spiritual effect. In the 19th century, with the unification of Italy and the rise of the Kingdom of Italy, the Pantheon took on a new role as a symbol of national unity. It became the resting place for Victor Emmanuel II, the first king of a united Italy, as well as his son, Umberto III, and Umberto's wife, Queen Margherita of Savoy. These royal burials transformed the Pantheon into a mausoleum for the Italian monarchy, further cementing its significance in Italian history. Today, the Pantheon remains one of the best-preserved ancient Roman buildings and is a major tourist attraction. It also continues to function as a church, with regular religious services, including weddings and masses, held within its walls. The Pantheon's combination of historical, architectural, and religious significance makes it a unique and multifaceted monument. In the 20th and 21st centuries, the Pantheon has undergone several restoration efforts aimed at preserving its structural integrity and historical character. The building's ancient materials, including its concrete dome and marble interior, require constant maintenance to protect them from environmental damage and the wear and tear of millions of visitors. The Pantheon's influence on architecture is immeasurable. Its dome has served as a model for numerous buildings throughout history, from the Florence Cathedral and St. Peter's Basilica in the Renaissance, to the U.S. Capitol and Jefferson Memorial in Washington, D.C. Its perfect proportions, massive scale, and engineering brilliance have made it a benchmark for architectural achievement. The Pantheon also represents the endurance of Roman engineering and cultural influence. Its survival through the rise and fall of empires, religious transformations, and centuries of urban development is a testament to its importance in Western history. It has been a temple, a church, a royal mausoleum, and a symbol of national pride, all while maintaining its original purpose as a space that bridges the human and the divine. The Pantheon stands not only as a marvel of ancient Roman architecture, but also as a monument to the evolving history of Rome and the Western world. Its design, which merges artistic beauty with engineering genius, continues to inspire architects, historians, and visitors alike. The Pantheon's endurance, through centuries of political, religious, and cultural change, reflects its status as one of the most important and enduring symbols of the ancient world. Today, it remains a living monument, connecting the past with the present, and continues to be a source of inspiration for generations to come. Please subscribe, like, comment, and share. See you soon!